Party primaries for county and state offices are a little less than 4 months away, and candidates are trying to get their messages out in hopes that the voters will turn out for them. With the changes in how people get their information, many candidates are now trying to figure out the best way to deliver those messages, especially to young voters. Our Takia Cummings talked to political experts, a few of those younger voters, to find out what drives them. She's joining us in the studio with that story. Takia.
Politics is about the platforms, but in today's information age, the platform of the party may not be as important as the platform candidates use to get to the voters.
Yes, I'm very interested in voting. I think voting is important because it gives the people a chance to express their opinions and say what they mean and let their voice be heard.
I'm so excited to vote because I want things to change.
Every election cycle brings in the possibility of new, younger voters, and that can pose a problem for politicians. How to tailor their message to attract their attention without losing older voters. Mississippi University for Women political science professor Brian Anderson says the number of people showing up to the polls rises and falls.
I remember 2008, national election, there was great interest. But 4 years later, same presidential cycle, it was pretty dead. So it depends on who's in the race. It depends on what the issues are.
Anderson says the most important thing is to gain their trust.
And I think many Americans of all ages want a more genuine connection to people that they want to trust to represent them.
Corvorier Spellman says most of his friends discuss their issues on social media instead of through the polls.
Yes, I feel like our age, they want their voice heard, but instead of voting, they go to Facebook or social media to post it. But I feel like we should get out and vote more.
So it may come as no surprise that that's where office seekers are taking their messages to. Senior campaign strategist Ben Needham says going to the people is the best way to get the word out.
I am a firm believer that you have to meet voters where they are. And the truth of the matter is that our young voters are on TikTok and they're on Instagram and a little bit still Snapchat out there. And you have to be communicating messages on those channels to influence those voters out there. So you have to meet them where they are to have those conversations, and social media is a huge impact on educating youth voters and turning them out to vote.
If you're interested in voting, call your circuit clerk's office for more information.